Say hi, everybody. Probably turn some lights on so we have a better light. Yes. So, hey, everybody. I usually wait a minute or two for people to hop on, but I'm just going to go ahead and get right to it. I'm actually a part of this training, and today we're supposed to be sharing a little bit about, why we're doing what we are doing and post it on YouTube. And I was like, I'm going to go live first because I haven't told my story in so long. And me talking about it actually kind of grounds me and brings me back to my roots of coaching. And I may have to run over because I have broccoli on the stove and I should have waited. But so I'm going to share a little bit about why I'm a Beachbody coach, what kind of intrigued me, because my story is different from a lot of people. So before I became a coach with Beachbody, I've been a coach, gosh, it'll be 6 years in July. I just had, I'm pointing to him because, I just had him. Rylan was just a couple months old, and I, like most moms, I was always into health and fitness, but I wanted to get my pre-baby body back. And I was currently, because I used to teach group fitness, I was going to Lifetime, but then I had to pay for the gym membership, and Lifetime is absolutely crazy, and I didn't want to have to pay for myself and then my kids, and I saw the Insanity infomercial and was like, okay, I'm going to get started. And can you quit pulling my hair? I don't think I cleaned your face very well. So I got started with, getting my post-baby body back, utilizing Insanity, and, I got great results. And my coach had talked to me about this opportunity, 6 years ago, and I was like, this seems like crap, it's a scam, it's a bullshit, no. And I'm going to make a long story short here. Well, needless to say, I ended up signing up. And then I quit, re-signed back up. Like I said, that's a whole nother story. Ow! You're such a pain in the butt. So when I first got started, a lot of people, I've been open about my life prior to Beachbody, but for a lot of people who are new to following me, we were broke. Like, I was a stay-at-home mom to Caleb at the time, and then Rylan, I just had him. And my ex-husband and I had tons of debt. He had like $40,000 in student loan debt, his car payment, we had our mortgage, and his job, didn't pay all that much. We were on government assistance, medical aid, things like that. But I knew for me, I never, ever wanted to have to go work outside the home. Because one, I did work in daycare for so many years. I was a nanny, and I've seen firsthand how people can treat children who are not their own. And that's not to say if you put your kids in daycare that you're an awful person, but for me, I could not do it. But at the same time, I was struggling with identity issues. I was struggling with trying to find out who I was besides being a mom. And I wanted to be able to provide. And when I first signed up, I was very scared because then I was introduced to this Shakeology crap, and I was like, I'm not spending this kind of money. I'm poor. I can't afford it. Being on WIC and government assistance, medical aid, things like that, it's hard to dig for these 2 pennies to put towards Shakeology to invest, But I knew that if I wanted to make this work, I had to invest in my own life and invest, to better me so that way I could help other people. And I think for people who are hesitant about changing their life or even joining in on this opportunity, they're very scared to make that investment, and they use, well, I'm so poor. But yet on the other hand, you'll see them always at the drive-thru at McDonald's, or I'll see on their Facebook that they just went to Target and spent like $400, and I'm like, but you want to complain that you're obese. Gotcha. Anyways, so going back to my story. So after I enrolled, it was, he's going to just keep pulling my hair. Guys, look at him. So after I enrolled, I was scared shitless because I opened up a credit card to get my Shakeology. And then I had enrolled my ex-husband as well because I wanted to get my ass going with this business. I wanted to do good things. And I had to enroll him and put that on the credit card. So I was in debt. And I was doing everything I could. I was horrible as a coach. I was spamming people. I was being absolutely ridiculous because I didn't care at the time. I was like, I need to make money. Okay, you guys are going to have to walk with me. I got to turn the stove down for the broccoli. So I apologize if Silas grabs the phone. Okay. And so for the first month, 2 months, I sucked as a coach, and I kept saying, I'm going to quit because I'm getting nowhere with this and I need the money. But I knew I did not want to go back to work. I knew that I could not, first off, I couldn't afford to, because I got kicked out of college. I don't have a degree, and to be working minimum wage would just strictly be going towards childcare for my kids. So it was kind of stupid, but we needed the income. Like, I was sick of living paycheck to paycheck. I was sick of never being able to go visit family. And if I did have to go visit family, my grandma had to pay for it. She had to pay for our airfare. And it was such an embarrassing time in my life. And I remember growing up that, my sister and I were put in daycare because my mom worked like 6 a.m. to 3, so we had to go to daycare before school. And I remember it sucked because we had to get up at like 5 o'clock every morning just to go to the daycare, and it sucked. So, for me now, why I'm a Beachbody coach has changed so much over the years. But I can tell you guys this. I became a coach for freedom. And it doesn't just go to the freedom of me, it goes for freedom of my family. It's about me being able to be home and raising my kids. It's about me not missing something for my kids. Because kids after school stuff starts at 4:30. So parents that do have to work, it's so hard. I don't have to worry about that. I can take my kids to art class at 4:30. I'm not going to miss that. I can take them to do other things during the day when they're off school because I don't have to clock in and out. And this was my vision. This was my dream. And not only am I doing this because I want to better my own life, but I'm also doing it because it's so empowering to be able to help other people better their lives. And I love that. I love seeing people get results. I love seeing people share how Beachbody has changed their life. But ultimately, this, for me, coaching is about freedom. Freedom to be me, freedom to no longer struggle with the identity issues of, I'm just a mom. I know. Are you telling your story too? It's so my kids can grow up with things and not without, and not have to struggle. We never did a whole lot growing up as far as traveling, and if I did, I always went with my grandparents. I had a pretty good childhood, but I did not, my mom, my dad, my sister, and I, we never went and did things. Never. If I wanted to do anything, it was always with my grandparents, and I want to make sure that my kids have that with me, and I have the freedom to be able to drop what I'm doing and be able to go travel, to be able to do whatever I want, and I don't have to answer to anybody but myself because I am my own boss. Yes, guys, Beachbody is a business. I'm in this for helping as many people as I can, but I'm also in this for me to be able to build a life that I never had and that I want to give to my kids because they deserve it. We grow up in such a shameful society, which absolutely sucks, and this is my escape. This is my way out. So again, I know I'm repeating myself, but my why behind Beachbody and why I've been doing this for 6 years is freedom. Freedom to do as I please, and the sky's the limit because it's never ending. There's always things changing with Beachbody. There's always things that are able to grow, and there's so many people out there to help, and I love it. And my kids are able to have a nice house that they can run around in. They're able to do things that I wouldn't have been able to afford prior to my life to Beachbody, and I owe it to this company for existing, and I owe it to, honestly, myself for re-signing back up after I quit. I love what I do, and I wouldn't change all the hardships for anything because it's brought me to where I am today, and I'm excited to keep growing and, you know, leading by example for my children to see what this is all about. So for anybody out there who is investigating network marketing or being your own entrepreneur, go for it, because freedom is amazing. Freedom is amazing, and I love sharing this and showing this for my children. So that's what I wanted to share, and that's it. So we're gonna go eat our lunch, and then we gotta go shopping. Yeah. So I hope everybody has a fantastic Monday, and if you guys have questions for me at all about coaching or being your own entrepreneur, I'm an open book and happy to share anything with you guys. So I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll chat with you guys soon. Bye.